So let's talk about the baseball flick, which a group of kids known as the Sandlot, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Bad Days, Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 1993 coming-of-age sports comedy flick, The Sandlot, released by Fox, co-written, directed, and narrated by David Mickey Evans. The film tells the story of a group of young baseball players during the summer of 1962 starring Tom Guiry, Mike Vitar, Karen Allen, Denis Leary, and James Earl Jones. This film was released on this day, April 7th in 1993. Hence, today is the film's 30th anniversary. Anyway, now the film starts out in the late spring of 1962. Fifth grader Scott Smalls moves to the San Fernando Valley with his mother and new stepfather, Bill. Although he prefers to play with his erector set in his room, his mother encourages him to make friends. He tries to join a group of boys who play baseball daily at the neighborhood Sandlot, but all of them, except their leader and best player, Benjamin Franklin Benny Rodriguez, are scornful of Small's inability to catch and throw the ball. In an attempt to improve his skills, Smalls plays catch with Bill, but a straight throw leaves him with a black eye. Nevertheless, Benny invites him onto the team as a left center outfielder and helps him earn the boys' respect. Yeah. Hang on, I'm just checking. Okay. When Ham, the catcher, hits a home run into an adjacent backyard, Smalls attempts to retrieve the ball, but they stop him. That night, the team has a camp out in the nearby treehouse and tells Smalls about the Beast, a legendarily fearsome English Mastiff living behind the fence. Every baseball hit into the yard over the years has been claimed by the Beast, which is kept chained up by its arm, Mr. Excuse me, Mr. Myrtle. Army. One particularly hot day, the team hits the pool in lieu of baseball, where Squints fakes drowning to receive mouth-to-mouth resuscitation from lifeguard Wendy Peppercorn. He kisses her and she kicks the boys out, but it cements her and Squint's relationship. Later in the summer, the team plays a 4th of July night game by the light of fireworks, and Smalls observes that though the rest of them regard baseball as just a game, to Benny, baseball was life. They later engage in a verbal scuffle with a rival Little League team and easily defeat them in a challenge game. They celebrate their victory at a fair where a combination of Big Chief chewing tobacco, obtained by Bertram, and riding the Trabant causes a disastrous mess for themselves and everyone around them. One day, Benny hits the cover of the team's only ball. While the team is amazed and interprets it to be an omen, Benny is bummed that their game is over as a result. With Bill away on a business trip in Chicago, Smalls borrows his prized ball, autographed by Babe Ruth, to keep him going. Smalls is at bat, and he hits his first home run, sending it into the Beast's yard. Smalls, who's not fully recovered from the carnival incident, panics after learning of the value of the ball and the significance of Babe Ruth's autograph from the other boys. They attempt to recover the ball with various makeshift devices, but each attempt is sabotaged by the Beast. That night, Benny dreams he meets the spirit of Babe Ruth, who advises him to rescue the ball himself, with the words, "Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong." Equipped with a new pair of PF Flyers, Benny retrieves the ball by pickling the Beast and leaping back over the fence, but the dog breaks its chain and chases him through town, wreaking havoc along the way. Benny races back to Mr. Merle's yard, but the beast crashes through the fence, which falls down on top of it. Smalls and Benny free the dog, who gratefully licks Smalls' face and leads them to its stash of baseballs. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the film just because he did well, well in ways. All right, you got 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below, and as I'm counting it down, if you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Where was I? After seeing the stash of baseballs, they meet Mr. Merle, who turns out to have been a baseball player and a friendly rival of Babe Ruth, but subsequently became blinded from being struck by a pitch. He kindly trades them the chewed up ball for a murderer's row ball autographed by all the 1927 New York Yankees, including both Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth, and asks them to visit every week to talk baseball. Bill loves the Murderer's Row ball, but is still displeased about his Babe Ruth autographed ball being stolen and chewed up, and grounds Smalls for a week. Their relationship improves, and Smalls begins to call him Dad. The boys continue to play on the Sandlot with the Beast, whose real name is Hercules, as their mascot, but eventually go their separate ways. Yeah is enrolled in military school. Bertram disappears into the counterculture movement. Timmy and Tommy become an architect and contractor. Squint marries Wendy and they run the local drugstore. Ham becomes a professional wrestler known as the Great Hambino. And Denis plays Triple-A baseball, later becoming a business owner and coaching his son's Little League team. As an adult, Smalls becomes a sports commentator and remains friends with being now a player for the LA Dodgers. Performing the play-by-play for a Dodgers game, Smalls cheers Benny on as he steals home to win the game. They give each other the same thumbs up sign they had shared since childhood. Afterwards, Smalls looks around his broadcast booth at the Murderer's Row ball, the chewed up Babe Ruth ball, and other mementos, including a photo of the Sandlot team, and remembers that first summer with the team. End of story. So, what did I think of the Sandlot? Well, I've only seen it a few times, including just more recently. I will say it's not bad. It's a pretty good film. After rewatching it for the first time in years, it's grown on me a bit more. So, anyway, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the story was good, and its cast was good, and even its soundtrack, with score composed by David Newman, who was absolutely really good. Did a real good job. The film got good reviews upon its review on its release. Excuse me. Rotten Tomatoes currently has the film at 64%, saying that it may be shamelessly derivative and overly nostalgic, but The Sandlot is nevertheless a genuinely sweet and funny coming-of-age adventure. Definitely. Roger Ebert even liked it, comparing the film to a summertime version of A Christmas Story, based on the tone and narration of both the films. According to him, he said there was a moment in the film when Rodriguez hit a line drive directly at the pitcher's mound, and I ducked and held up my mitt, and then I realized I didn't have a mitt. And it was then I also realized how completely this movie had seduced me with its memories of what really matters when you are 12. So anyway, it did okay and what have you. The film actually went on to make 34 million worldwide and did pretty well on video cassette and later on DVD. After its releases, the film has become a cult classic. And I liked how this story turned out. Tom Guiry plays Sky Smalls. He was really good. Now, David Mickey Evans does the adult version as the narrator, voice only. But Arliss Howard played the adult Sky himself, but was uncredited. Mike Vitar played Benny Rodriguez. He was pretty good, and Pablo Vitar played the grown-up version. Patrick Renna played Ham, and he was pretty funny. Chauncey Leopari played Squints, pretty funny. Yeah, Mari York played Yeah. Brandon Quinton Ames played De Nunez. Let's see. Grant Gelt played Bertram. Victor Dematia played Timmy. And Shane Obadinsky played Tommy. Dennis Leary played Bill. He did a pretty good job on that. And well, the mom's name isn't mentioned, but is played by Karen Allen, who you probably knew her best as Marion Ravenwood from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And of course, also from films like Starman and Scrooged. And Mr. Merle is played by James Earl Jones. There's also appearances from Art LaFleur, who plays the babe himself, and Marley Shelton, long before she became a big star, appearing, well, after seeing her in underrated films like Sugar and Spice, Valentine, and more recently, Scream 4 and the more recent number 5, played Wendy Peppercorn. Yeah. Anyway, The Sandlot, I think, was a pretty good film, in my opinion. It went on to have 2 sequels released direct to video. The first was 12 years later in 2005. James Earl Jones actually returned in this, and it focuses on a new Sandlot game. Now, and David Mickey Evans, returned to direct the sequel and voice Small's younger brother, Johnny. 2 years later, there will be a second one, The Sandlot Heading Home, which starred Luke Perry, who gets knocked back from 1976, well, to 2005, well, and relives his childhood. And Chauncey Leopari returns as Squints. There's a prequel film that was announced almost 5 years ago, and a TV series with the original cast is currently in works for Disney Plus. So we'll see what happens if that comes up. Now I'm not sure if I'll review the sequels to this though, but The Sandlot I think had a lot of potential and has become a good film. But overall, would I recommend it? I would say yes. Definitely. A very fun flick. I think you'll really get a good home run out of it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, what did you think of The Sandlot? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned. Next time I'll be bringing to you my Saturday morning TV log on Stone Protectors. So thanks for watching. And if you like this, check out these other sporting flicks. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the Mighty Ducks. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Like Mike. Or if you'd like another coming-of-age story that took place during maybe the 50s, 60s, or I don't know what have you, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of My Girl. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.